St Clement's Church, Ashampstead. Hi, I'm Sally.
Hello, and I'm Caroline, and we're both churchwardens of this lovely medieval church set in the countryside of West Berkshire. The church was built in the late 12th century, we think, almost certainly over the site of an ancient yew which has been buried in the north wall of the church, and you can still see that if you come up here. Originally it was a square building, and we do know now that the tower is Tudor because when they excavated the tower, they found a Tudor spoon in the foundations.
Having said all that, we're not just a museum piece here. We are a small country church with a big heart, and our community is very important to us. We use St Clement's as a hub, a place to connect with God and all our neighbours.
Sometime in the 13th century, the walls of this church were covered with paintings. They were plastered over subsequently by Oliver Cromwell, but fortunately in Victorian times there was a tremendous storm and a lot of the plasterwork fell off, and we are now left with what remains of these amazing medieval paintings. I think the most significant is this beautiful nativity scene, which has the different stages of the nativity. So on the left you can see the Annunciation with the dove coming down to visit Mary. Sadly the angel is a little perished now. The next panel shows the visitation of Mary to her cousin Elizabeth, who was expecting John the Baptist at the time. And the detail of the painting of their bodies is brilliant because it's certainly two pregnant women. And behind them is a lovely medieval curtain, and the towers of Nazareth and the towers of Elizabeth's home in Judea on the towers of Nazareth on the left and Elizabeth's home in Judea on the right. The next panel shows the Nativity with Jesus in the manger and Mary resting on a bier just below the manger, Joseph kneeling at the feet, and unusually we think that there is a midwife in this picture looking at the baby at the end of the manger. And there's an excellent drawing of an ass and an ox in the background gazing at the baby. The final drawing is the angel sending the shepherds with a very strong gesture off to visit the baby. And at the very bottom of the painting there's a wonderful painting of a dog barking at the angel.
So we really must keep this fabulous church safe for the future. And I'm afraid, as you can see, we're rather fighting a losing battle against the cold and the damp, particularly during this last year when we haven't been able to have the church open very much. The great news is that we're already organised and ready to install some modern drainage to keep our walls safe and strong. And to that end, we've initiated an appeal for buildings work on the Good Exchange website.
We're very fortunate in Ashampstead because we live in a very close community and it's a very generous village. We've had various events to raise money. We've had a jazz party, we've had open gardens, and we've had some wonderful individual donations.
The really amazing news is that the Greenham Trust have agreed to match fund any donations we get through the Good Exchange website. So every £5 that you donate would be worth 10 towards our cause, and we could get that total so much more quickly. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please come and visit our magnificent building, and if you can, please look at our website and make a donation. We really would be very grateful.
Thank you.